morning and welcome to another Gentle Fit class with Valerie. Hope you had a nice day yesterday, gone outdoors, start to enjoy, distancing yourself with visiting your neighbors and friends. It's about time. We're getting some nice weather and it's time to, do some of our prior activities, but always being mindful of, not getting too close and not going out in public as much as we would maybe like to do. Today we're using our elastic band for the strength component. If you don't have it, you can use weights because most of the exercises are the same. They're just using the resistance a little bit differently. We're going to start with our warm-up. So today we're doing side flexion of the neck. So bring that ear down towards one shoulder, back up to center, and towards the other side. So when you're doing side flexion, you want to try and keep your chin facing forward. You don't want to turn your chin like this. You want to stay facing forward and really bring that ear towards your shoulder. One more on each side. Great. Arms at the sides. Let's do our shoulder flexion. Breathing in, lifting up, breathing out, bring it down. One more each side. Elbows are bent 90 degrees, hands are facing down. Let's bend the wrists up and down. Last one, up and down. Okay, lifting the knees up, hip flexion, alternating each leg. One more each side. Toe touch to the side, back to center. Two more. Switch leg, touch to the side and back. Last two. Great. Ankle circles. Switching to the other ankle. Put it down. Next, on to our cardio segment, we're going to stand up. I've mentioned before, if you need to stay seated, you can do so. but I would like you sometimes to try and challenge yourself to do a little bit standing up and then finish sitting down, okay? Let's start with our marching. First, lip breathing to help regulate how fast you breathe. This also helps to clear the trapped air out of the lungs and allow more fresh, oxygen-rich air into the lungs. Keep marching. Arms at the sides if you can. Let's bend the elbows. If you need to hold on for support, do one arm at a time and I'll tell you when to switch. Switch arm now if you're just using one. If you need a break, try to keep maybe moving the arms, but stop marching. Almost there, 10 more seconds. Three, two, one, and stop. We're going to do a static position and working the arms. So I'm going to show you what I want. So feet wider than the hips, we're going to do a mini squat, and you're going to be pulling a rope that never ends. So you can go as fast as you want. So two things are happening. The legs are going to start burning and your breathing is going to keep going because you're working that upper body to pull that rope. Last one each side. Straighten those legs, shake them up. Okay, back to behind your chair and we march. You notice that marching is kind of like our recovery exercise. So we do harder things, go back to marching, resettle your breathing. Three, two, and we stop. We're going to do side to side as usual. Behind your chair, you can open wide together, wide together. If you're sitting, toe touch to the side, back to center, alternating each side. Okay? Last one to each side. Perfect. Sideways to your chair. The knee, same as the hand that's holding onto the chair, comes up, touch with the opposite hand. Down, touch. More challenging, aim for that elbow towards the knee. Two more. Switching side. Knee same side as the hand on the chair, come up, touch with the opposite hand. Last one. Okay, next we're doing a new step combination. I don't think we've done it before. It's the mambo step. So those that are used to dancing the mambo should be pretty familiar. I am not a dancer, so it does not look pretty. And I don't care if your step looks pretty, I just want you to move. So what we're going to do is you're going to step forward the same leg that you're holding the chair. You lift the other foot up and down, and then you step the leg back, lift up and down. Forward, up, backward, up. Taking your time, speeding it up when you're comfortable. I think in the real mambo, there's some kind of arm motions with it. I am not familiar with that part. One more time, forward and back, back to center. Now we're going to lead with the leg that is not on the same side as the chair. You're going to step forward, lift the other foot up and down, step back, foot comes up and down. Forward, up, back, up. One more forward and back. Excellent. Let's get back to our seat. Grab your elastic band. And we're going to go with the center of the band underneath both feet. You grip it close to your ankle. You kind of sit up a bit, but your back is nice and straight. There's good tension in my band. We're doing seated row. Pulling those elbows back, shoulder blades come together, release down. Two more times. Come forward on your seat if you're not already there. I want some space between your back and the back of your chair. We're doing chair sit-ups. The band is going to help us to come back up a little bit with the tension. Breathing in, lean back, touch the back of the chair if you can. Breathing out, slowly come back to a seated position. Focus on tightening those abdominal muscles to help you throughout the whole motion. 2 more times. Okay, sitting nice and tall, we're doing hammer curls. So keeping the hand facing in, bending the elbow, alternating each arm. One more each arm. Bring your feet about hip width apart, still both feet on the band. Push yourself up. So we're going to do side bending. So lowering to one side, back up to center, to the other side. One more each side. Okay, go back to your chair. Release the band from under your feet and bring it below your thighs. Cross it over. Good tension, keeping your fist by each side of your leg. We're going to do hip flexion, flexing against the tension in that band. One more each side. Great. Release. Put that band aside. We're going to go behind the chair. We're doing hip extension. Knees slightly bent, kicking back and back to center. So keeping your back nice and straight. Don't lean forward. Motion is from the hip and buttocks. Two more. Switch. Last one. Okay, squat, feet wider than your hips. Nice straight back, sticking the hips behind like you're going to go sit on a chair as you're lowering down. Knees should not go past your toes. If your heels are sticking up when you're lowering down, try making your feet a little bit wider apart. Two more times. Great. Feet are back to hip width. Go up on your toes, lower down. 2 more. Great. Let's do some stretching. Sitting at the front of your seat, heel is down, toes are pointing up, sitting nice and tall. You can lean forward a little bit, but keep that back nice and straight. Release, keeping the toes up. Bring that leg to the side a bit. And again, lean forward slightly. You'll feel the pulling more towards the inner thigh. Release. Switching side, heel down, toes up. Bend forward at the hips. Release, leg come to the side, slight lean forward again. Coming back, and on opposite shoulder, pulling the elbow closer to you. Release, other side. And let go, bending your head forward. Coming back to center. That's it for today. Thank you for joining me. See you next time.